Hello from Kirksville, Missouri. This is Randy Curvin, and this is Randy's Randy's Rant. Get myself tongue tied. We got a beautiful Saturday out here in Kirksville, Missouri. Temperature 1 hour ago was 73 degrees. We're under a tornado watch with the winds picking up. I don't know whether you'll be able to hear the winds or uh, any of that on here, but I can hear it as I'm talking to you. Hello, Dennis. Welcome. Uh, got 6 folks out there. Come on in the room if you're allowed to come in the room to chat with us. Uh, it's hard to know where to start today. Uh, I'll just ramble along through it as I go along. First, I beat the idiot. He had to take off for Virginia today to see off the Comfort from there to New York City. And of course, he was lying about the great job that they're doing. Uh, and I believe it was yesterday, he falsely stated that no one thought about a pandemic. No one thought about a pandemic. This man is delusional. And I also found out, and I will be attaching it. Hello, Bernadette. Yeah, we're safe and well, and we've already made our trips out for today, so we are here at home to stay. Uh, he blames somebody else every time he goes out, and I was about to say about the attachment that I will try to attach to this. I'll attach it to at least the public feed that this will create or is created now. And I would ask you too, you could go down and go ahead and start sharing this with your favorite groups or maybe your timeline. Let's get back to it. Yesterday, the asshat signed the stimulus package as usual on his restaurant menu where he could show it around. Uh, And he also made sure in the signing no Democrats were present for that. See, in the memory of the right, the Democrats weren't there. Uh, and that's exactly what he will use it for. And the attachment I was about to tell you about it. Uh, he is now going through all the stupid things that he has said over the last month and a half and scrubbing it so that any remaining from he'll just say it's fake news that they made it up. Uh, Now, why would you go out and scrub stuff off if you were proud of what you said? But that was totally stupid what he said at first that we had 15 in the states, 15 cases, 14 of which were almost well. And with 15, we'd have it down to nothing in no time. Didn't happen, did it, Donnie? Uh, and this is desperate for the stupid to remember that it was a Republican thing. The whole stimulus package was on them. Otherwise, it wouldn't have been done. Nancy Pelosi and Chuck Schumer had nothing to do with it except to make sure that it didn't all go to the 1%. And that's what they wanted to do. For some reason, people like Graham can't stand the fact that there are poor in this country, that they shouldn't get anything, uh, particularly on unemployment. I think that was his gripe. And Donnie, with this stimulus relief package, is trying to buy votes, and his approval rate rose to 49%. That is scary in itself, but we know why it's happening because he's the great savior. He came in and he's putting the fire out right now. Yeah. Uh, Last night on Rachel, first guest was Nancy Pelosi, said the Congress will have oversight on the money and how it is doled out. Regardless, Donnie has said that he will override that oversight and the IG that will be appointed to the Treasury Department. When it comes to ventilators, the money goes to that. And we hope that something will finally get done about that. He was out there lying yesterday, I believe it was, that they had sent 4,000. He made it sound like it was 8,000 ventilators, and they were being held in a warehouse. Yeah, the governor knew about that. They were to take them out of the warehouse as they need them. But he made it sound like they were right under their nose and they were griping about not having enough. Ah, shit. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Oh, let's see what else we got here. And see, you know, he's already saying that the oversight, they don't recognize it. They're not going to honor it. And why not? Because there is a little stipulation that the Republicans got through there that real estate holdings get a big part of the money. And I assume that's from the 550 billion of slush fund. Slush fund for people like Donnie's company, Jared's company, and they'll get help too. And everybody that has been watching the shipping industry, I mean, the cruise ships in the last few years, they are a petri dish of they've had problems now for years, either with their ventilation on the ships or they're not cleaning the ships properly. There's too many people that get sick on those ships. And it wasn't just coronavirus. I just want to talk about something that I know about ventilators personally. I know when in 2007 I had a bifemoral bypass. After my operation, I was on a ventilator. I didn't know it because I woke up on one until I could breathe on my own. When you're ventilated, you can't talk. And at the time I woke up and Grace visited, I was given a pad and a pen to write on. It pissed me off because they wouldn't put my glasses on. I don't know. Maybe it was the ventilator prevented them putting my glasses on. So there I am without glasses trying to write, and I can't see what I'm writing. And like I was already in a bad mood because I was hurting all through this area here, which saved my legs, by the way. And I guess I should be happy they put me out again because I don't remember anything other than I couldn't talk when they had me on the ventilator. And when I woke up the next time, I was able to talk again. So they did knock me out to get that out. And I've heard that's like they take it away from you and you gasp a couple of times, and either you're going to breathe or you're not, and they'll put you back on the ventilator. And around 7 p.m. in the city of New York, uh, they come to the windows to clap and cheer about the healthcare workers fighting the battle without all the protection they need. Remember that happened in Italy too. Let me skip over some because I don't want to take you through all this. Although I think I'm making quite a bit of progress. Today and yesterday, hospitals are in trouble across the country because they're not getting the national leadership and the national response so far. They don't have it. Some are using those N95 masks for a week because they don't have any. But to hear Donnie, oh yeah, they've got all the supplies and everything's gonna be fine. And Donnie cannot admit when he's wrong. He can only blame others. Plus, he throws out ignorant statements like nobody knows whether it's a flu or a virus. Yes, everyone understands that it is a virus, Donnie. Again, we're having to fight Fox Pew's crowd that believes anything Donnie or Fox Pew's pundits tell them. I want everyone to know we are hashtag alone together. We, I know, will do the right thing. We're not going to gather in crowds on the street or somebody's apartment, and I'll get to that in a minute. That's another thing that's going on from the stupid on the right. Okay, here we go. 25 states are advised to stay at home. And the asshat, like today, was trying to make it political. We have to figure out some way for that oversight commission and a special IG for the Treasury Department. This has got to work. He has to be watched. I don't think there's enough time left that we can impeach him again. And look what it did. It did no good. All right, I already did that part. Oh, here we go. Coronavirus parties are cropping up in the stay-at-home states. This is the severely stupid holding the parties, and they are being held accountable for those parties. The apartment owner or whatever is going to jail over it. Meanwhile, in Spain and UK are being overwhelmed with the COVID-19 cases, including the UK's Prime Minister, Boris Johnson. So we're seeing that this is not the time to be trying to tell people that there's nothing to this. And yet he keeps going out there talking about the great job that they're doing, and nothing is showing up. The supplies are not reaching the doctors and the nurses, the masks, the protective gowns, and all that they need, in ventilators, excuse me, are still not there. Let's see if I got anything else for you. It's my last day of the week, but as you know, it's not really my last day of the week. It's just a day tomorrow that I won't come on and do a Facebook or a YouTube. Not unless he croaks. Now, if he croaks, I'll be on. I can guarantee you that. But that looks about it. Also wanted to express people, stay in there, stay at home as much as you can. We do as much as we can to stay in. And in some cases, if I have to go somewhere, I leave Grace here. I'm very careful in what I do. And I'm proud of Hy-Vee Grocery here. I was in there recently. Well, I had to get some of my drinks. So I went there, took it up to the counter. They were cleaning the counter in the fast checkout between each customer using disinfectant on the counter. So I was happy to see that. There are people shopping at Hy-Vee, but about a third of what normally would be happening on a Saturday is going on there now. Same thing at Walmart. About a third of their business is the only thing they have now. People are taking this seriously. But in this state, it's mainly because of the businesses that are looking after people. All right. I will be attaching what I said. Is from the David Pakman show. Also, I will be attaching how you can get in touch with me. Your cards and your letters and your donations are appreciated. And I'll be attaching my paypal.me/Randall Curvin. That's another way that many have been helping me just here recently. That keeps rising how many people are helping out in that way. And it is greatly appreciated. It's not a requirement as a Blue Dot family member because I will be here. But this helps us keep the lights on, have something to eat. In the in-between times, we do have EBT, but at $81, can you imagine how much groceries you can get for a month on that kind of money? I'll get on out of the way. I'm going to be doing a lot of, I did want to mention too that the regime is already saying they won't recognize any oversight commission or special AG for Treasury. They say it doesn't apply. No, because Donnie's looking at his own family and his own company. If it applied, he can't give money to his own damn family, like Jared, Ivanka, and his company, Trump Organization. And it also includes senators that have their own businesses, can't be getting that money either. So that's what Nancy and Chuck have done for us, and hopefully, some way or another, they'll get it worked out to where he's not just doling out money and putting it in his own pocket, because he will do that if he can. If he wants to, he'd even say, well, Mnuchin, I call him Munchkin. Munchkin, you can have a bunch too because you're in the movie business. Shit. Hello, Brian. Hello, Bernadette. Hello, John. Hello, Carol. Hello, Sherry. And let's see, probably got more than that. Hello, Joe. All right. I am so proud that so many of you have taken the time to come watch this old Georgia boy spew my thing. But, and hello, Carrie. All right. And I said hello to Dennis when I first came on. So Let me go back down through and look. Hello, Maria. Let's see. It is my pleasure, as each of you know, this I feel like is my patriotic duty to get out here and do this, and I will keep doing it as long as I possibly can. Uh, I feel like that Grace and I are going to be all right through this because we're doing the right thing. We try to clean everything that we can, frequently used items, frequently used surfaces. We go over them every day, and we're completely over whatever that bad cold or flu was that we had. Even though I have gotten quite fond of the lemon slices in hot water. It's a nice little drink. It helps keep the phlegm down and keeps me from waking up coughing. So I'm going to keep that regimen up for a while. I think it's just plain good for me. If I was to pick up some kind of coronavirus germ, that's one possible way that you can kill it. You wash it into your stomach, and the stomach acids would kill it. All right, I will let you go at this time. Have a good weekend. Get you some downtime. Do what I'm going to do. I'm going to pump out probably some music later on, along with the music that I've already been pumping out. And I think that's good for each of us. That's the reason quite a few of you, I will be inviting you to another friend. She's a college student that has a music group, and it's called Amazing Classic Hits. And so I've been sending up a lot of invitations to that. It's very good for your classic rock and all that. You can find it there. I post there a whole lot, but I post to all my groups that I can. It's just I can't get around to all of them sometimes. All right, I will let you go with peace, resist, and persist, and insist that we start finding out how to get these Republican governments have got to come on board. We don't need for the conservative idiots out there to kill us all because they think this is some kind of democratic hoax. All right, have a good one. Share this shit. Go down and like and share and subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. I would appreciate that. Uh, Share this shit, and I will see you on Monday according to my plans. Have a good one. Later, y'all.